I have to admit, I'm a hard-working person.
Morning. Just got the water started here on Chances. We're hoping to get 3 runs done here, but not quite sure how long they're going to take to a run. We're hoping 3 hours, then we could get across 3 of them before the turn runs out this afternoon. Uncle Rick got the run behind the house on Elmer's done last night. He turned it in there about 9:30, and it ran till 8 o'clock this morning, so 10.5 hours or so it ran on there. I'm not sure what Jeremy's doing today, where he's watering at. I think Rick said he got the sprayer back, so if this daily morning breeze that we have around here dies down, he might start spraying. I think he's got to spray some oats first, and then he'll probably start spraying corn. But we'll see what the day brings. I think we might. I can't remember if Rick said we'll get the water back on the east ditch today and start watering some hay on that ditch that's gotten pretty dry, or if that'll be tomorrow. I can't remember, so we'll just wait around and see. Got this one changed. That first run took not quite 4 hours. Like 3 hours and 45 minutes, I think, is what it ran in there. Hopefully this one will go through a little bit faster, and we can get one more done after this one. But right now we're gonna go move a planter box for Grandma and Grandpa and get it filled up so they can use that for their garden. So let's go get that done. Got another change done. Hopefully this one will run a little faster. The second one took 3.5. That's about what we got left on the turn right now, is 3.5. But I picked up my irrigator. So we're gonna run him home. He forgot to bring his shoes with him, so we're gonna go get his shoes. And then we're gonna go to Grandpa Al's and help Uncle Rick and Uncle Ron with the little project. Good afternoon, guys. As you can tell, I'm at my house. I haven't been on the farm much today, but yesterday the day just kind of ended a little bit abruptly after that last change. We didn't have any more changes after that or any other water. We just shut it off and sent it down to the neighbor, and then went to a birthday party at Jeremy's. They've got like four birthdays in a week, so they did one big party to celebrate them all. But today I've been home catching up on yard work, and I've got these two yahoos. Braxton wanted to spend the night last night. You damn near kicked Braxton in the face.
That's why you move out the way.
That's why you watch before you jump.
No.
Then I'm gonna take it down and put it and throw it away.
No.
But anywho, I think Jeremy's been spraying a little bit today. Uncle Rick was just cultivating on the field here behind the house. I was gonna go film a little bit of it, but he's quit for some reason, so I don't know. We'll wait and see what happens.
Look at my hair.
If he comes back and starts going again, but he's just cultivating it, trying to stir the dirt up. So we're supposed to have some bad winds tomorrow and Monday, and on this sand it blows really bad, and it can basically sandblast the corn and just rip it all to shreds. So he's just running that little old cultivator through it to make some clods and stir the dirt up, so it's not so crap, I can't think of the word. it's not so, it won't blow so bad, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But anywho, I'm gonna go back to watching these two. If he starts going again, I'll go video a little bit of it. But he's got the 686 hooked up to that little 6-row cultivator we got, and I just got squirted. So don't, you little turd. I'll come get that from you and you won't like what I'll do.
No!
So anywho, I'm gonna go beat on these two for a little bit. Look out. You're almost getting to the point where you can land on your feet. Get in there. All right. Good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, and the winds have really picked up, and I just looked out the window, and that is all dust. And that's what we were trying to stop while we were cultivating. Uncle Rick was. That sand is just blowing like crazy, and is sandblasting the corn here. And this ain't even a horribly strong breeze. They're saying the stronger wind's supposed to get here later tonight, later this afternoon. Sure, just because I get the camera out, it stops blowing, but you can see it blowing across Grandpa's over there, blowing off of Jake's. That is really picking up a lot of that dirt. Come over here and see if Jonathan's is blowing. It was just a few seconds ago. There you can see it. Oh. Boy, that is blowing really bad. Boy, that is really blowing off of there. Winds are supposed to be like this for the next 2 days, it sounds like. I guess there's a cold front blowing in. Hopefully we get some rain, because this spring plowed ground is getting really dry. But the corn's way too little for us to start watering yet. We'd probably drown it all out. So hopefully we get some rain to soak it up. But yeah. Sitting here listening to the branches creak and groan on this tree. There's a few broke ones in there, but alright, I'm gonna head back in the house and hang out with Ethan and Jesse. Alright guys, I was gonna come down and film this the other day, but kind of forgot about it. Uncle Rick told me about it, and like I said, we got busy and I kind of forgot about it. But this new head gate and pipe that Jeremy put in, decided it didn't want to be in the ground no more. Okay, get off of it. Apparently water got back in it from somewhere and went through all the road-based gravel and everything that he put down, and decided to lift the pipe up out of the ground. He came up here and water was running over into the yard. But Never would have thought in a million years all that gravel packed in there, and been driving over it all last fall and winter, packing it in there. Thought it would have been settled and in there pretty good, but we'll have to get the Mini up here now. I guess we could put him on the shovel to dig it out. No, you will sink out of sight in that ditch with even with your irrigating boots on. Go crawl in over there. Crawl in over there. If you get stuck, I'm not coming to rescue you. But so yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that before we start watering corn. One more thing to put on the list. The wind kind of died down. There's a thunderstorm that went south of us, gave some pretty good winds. Where it died down, I thought we'd run down here and get this on film before we get it fixed. What's the matter? You too chicken to get in there? That's gonna be pretty soft right there. Because that's where Jeremy dumped all the dirt. All right, come on. It's a little muddy, a little sticky. Let's go see how the other fix is working at the top end of this ditch by the canal, where we tore the pipe out for the head gate and replaced them and poured cement up there. I'll show you. Yeah, that worked pretty good. Still getting a little water. Yeah, back behind the cement here. Bet it's coming in from down there. But might have to come up and pour a little more cement there.
Another one.
Another shotgun shell.
Another shell right there.
It's soaking the whole thing up.
That's it.
Well, it'll help this settle.
Yeah, but still nothing. Is that board?
Yep, that board blocks the hole off down there. Don't. So when we got one of the ditches shut out, it overflows into here and goes back out into the canal. And then it goes on down the canal for somebody else to use.
Or nobody used.
Or nobody. Somebody's getting extra water. I'm glad that worked. Get that fixed up. The other ditch is still leaking though. There's still water. There's still quite a bit of water leaking around. You can see it pouring out of there. We'll have to investigate that one more this fall. I thought we had that patched up. We filled the hole in the pipe with concrete and packed it in there, and then we patched this big crack right here in the concrete, but there must be somewhere else over here that's coming from.
Oh, there's a little crack right here, but I don't think it's going back.
No, it might be that crack right there. That big dandelion growing in it. You can see the cement's pushed out right there. I bet you anything this freaking tree's pushed it out, but yeah, we'll have to look into it more. when we don't have water in here, so. Well, I guess we'll go see Great Grandma Hanson and then Grandma Linda for Mother's Day. Ethan can go tell them Happy Mother's Day. So now that really surprises me. Right in front of our head gate right there, there is no trash. Usually where that's straight on with the canal, the trash comes up and collects right there before it comes around and goes down the waterfall. That is very unusual, unless somebody just came up and cleaned it, but I highly doubt it, because there's only 3, maybe 4 people that water off that head gate that'll actually come up and clean it. One is Uncle Rick, the other one's me, the third is Brett, and then the fourth is Mark Fryer. And he's not watering anything over here yet because his garden's not ready for water. I haven't been up here to clean it, so that leaves Rick and Brett, and I don't know if either one of them have been up here. But they've definitely got the canal full, and it's already starting to grow moss over there. I'm with you though, Butthead. Huh? I think they got the canal fuller than what they normally do. I think they've got a little extra in there with as dry as it is. They know everybody's pulling off of it, so they're trying to keep it full. So. All right, let's go see the grandparents.